Hey guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks with dubstepsheep. Unfortunately, once again, the test server is still down. I had just double checked it, and it's kind of disappointing me right now. Still down, and hopefully it'll be back up soon. I'll check this weekend. If not, then we'll kind of see what's going on here. Maybe it's something with my computer, but I'm pretty sure it's down because I can connect to the live server, but not to the test server. So, without further ado, we'll get into it. I think we're going to take out my Churchill first. We had some luck in it last time. I just want to get the next gun, and then hopefully the 75mm gun after that. Good matchmaking, once again. Sort of expected in this tank, but I don't know. Let's see, we're on Siegfried line. 2 heavies per team, a lot of mediums, some tank destroyers. We have 0 light tanks on our team. The enemy has 1. Let's see here. I think we're gonna head down probably by... I think we're gonna go on the offensive, kind of head towards the city, depending on where everyone else goes, because we've only got 2 heavies, so hopefully this BK follows me. Maybe not. Well, the Stug and the Tech T-34 are going to follow me. So. That's better than nothing. We got a T-67, an M4.
Crack hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Gotcha.
Another M4, or actually no, it's a Sherman 3, my bad. Oh dear. We're in trouble.
Observation device is hit.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
That was a bad move on my part, actually. Should have stayed back a little bit. And then you can see my dead flaming Hulk way over there. Got the Sherman 3 though. Ah well. Stug 3G. I think I'm going to have to rebuy that tank because I sold it and I bought it and I sold it and I bought it and I sold it and I just never really liked it. But I think I'm gonna have to rebuy it pretty soon because I kind of want the Eggpanzer 4. Let me just check quick. Okay. I'm feeling Toggish today. Let's go take out my Tog 2. For those of you who do not know, the Tog 2 is a Tier 6 premium. It is slow as molasses in January. Its top speed is around 18 kilometers per hour. Its armor is really bad, but the average damage per shot is 1... Here, let's take a look at the gun, actually. It's got a nice 17-pounder gun. 12 rounds a minute, average penetration 171, 239 with high explosive, etc., etc. 150, 150, and 190. Aiming time 2.3. So the gun is pretty good, but the tank is very, very, very slow and very, very cumbersome. So it's like a moving target. I drive it more for the novelty than anything else. I think a lot of people do it. Drive it for the novelty as well. And the thing is, they removed this thing from the premium shop. Not from the game, mind you, but from the premium shop. So it's kind of rare to see these around, I guess. For those of you who are wondering, there was a Tog 1, and it was very, very similar to the tanks of World War I, more than the tanks of World War II, even though it was made during World War II. If you look on the Tog 2, you can see this kind of looking doorway thing. That's a side sponson. They planned on having little 6-pounder guns out of these side sponsons, but they removed them. The Tog 2 had a side sponson as well as a frontal gun and then the main gun. I think, I'm not positive. I can't remember exactly, but it was never really made. It never really came to fruition. So I think some prototypes existed of both of these tanks, but the TOG-2 never passed trials and therefore was never put into battle. So they do have a existing TOG-2 at the Bovington Tank Museum near London, I believe it is. I'm the only heavy on this. That's just great. I'm the only heavy. But anyway, they do have a existing TOG-2 at the Bovington Tank Museum, and it is very big, actually. If you look at the tracks right now, a 6-foot man would be only slightly taller than the tracks. His head would probably reach up to the track. That's how big this thing is. And I believe it has a crew of 6. Just, I'm not positive, but... Oh boy, Artie's coming. This thing is a great target for artillery because it's slow and big. And that's why you've got to... These things are great when you platoon them. They're just hilarious because the amount of damage per shot, or per minute, I should say, is pretty high for this thing. If you've got a bunch of them shooting at the same time. I'm gonna go hunt this KV-1. It looks like he's trying to flank. Like I said, this thing's... Oh dear. Actually, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. Mr. Churchill, come on. Ah!
We're done for. Everyone, get out!
Yeah, it's got really bad armor, but the thing is with this thing, it's got 1,400 health points, and that's probably around the health of a Tier 8 or Tier 7 tank. And it's got a lot of health points, but it has no armor. So the health points kind of save you, but the armor's what kills you, usually in your speed and stuff. You can pretty much penetrate it anywhere, almost. Maybe not the turret, but pretty much anywhere since it's such a flat, big target. But it's fun to drive. I've had some pretty good games in this thing, actually, where I get a couple of kills, and it's just hilarious. It's great. I actually was in a 3-person TOG platoon once. That was just horrendously amazing. That is, those words should be put together in a sentence. Horrendously amazing. Now we're on the topic of British heavies. We'll take a look at the Tier 5 premium, the Excelsior. The Excelsior mounts a 75mm gun with a 15.79 rate of fire, 91 millimeters of penetration for your armor piercing, 144 with wait, is it? Yeah, premium, and then 38 with high explosive. Average damage 110 and 110, 175. Aiming time 2.3, so not bad. This tank is pretty mobile. It does have spaced armor, but on the tracks, it's I don't know how to, like, the turret front is armored pretty well, but there are parts of this where, like, side on, you can usually penetrate these things. Frontally, you won't have a whole lot of trouble, but the way this tank is, like, shaped, it'll bounce shots if you angle it correctly, like here and here mostly. But if you're shooting at the drive wheel or anything, it'll usually penetrate. But anything in this angle will penetrate, or not penetrate, I should say. Sorry. And oh shoot, I forgot to look at the top speed. Oh well. And what do you know? We got a TOG-2 as our top tank. Should have been in this battle with my TOG. Oh well. But anyhow, Excelsior. Really, it's... Oh, we have an Excelsior on the enemy team as well. It's worth it, I suppose. The amount of gold you pay, it's pretty cheap. I think the only reason I bought this thing is because I had leftover gold, and I said, what the heck, let's buy it. It's not a bad tank, really, but it's not going to be one of those ones that's going to be your credit or XP earner, really. It's more just to kind of have it, more than anything. It's just... I mean, you can obviously do good in this tank. If that happens, that's great. But it's not known for its popularity nor its credit or XP gains. So think we're gonna go this direction. The Excelsior is a good partner to run with any Churchills that your friends may have. Like my friend and I, before I got the Churchill, we would run. I would run my Excelsior, and he would run his Churchill, one of his various Churchills. But the Excelsior won because we were. What is that guy doing? Anyway, I would run this, and he would run one of his various Churchills just because of the similarity of it. We could work pretty well together. 17-pounder gun, very similar to the TOG, or not 75 mil, but I think that's pretty much the same thing. But not bad, not bad. Not seeing anything just yet, but I'm sure we'll spot something pretty soon.
We didn't even scratch them.
Oh, yep, there's the Excelsior.
Enemy hit. Crack hit. We're immobilized.
Oh dear.
We didn't even scratch them. Penetration.
Ah, come on. Ah.
Panic. Everybody out.
KV-85. Yeah, see, this gun isn't too great. Doesn't have a lot of penetration. And you could even see I bounced off that enemy Excelsior in the way he was angled at me. And there was no way I was going to defend myself against KV-85 Excelsior and whatever was over there. So, especially when I don't have a repair kit on this, I don't see the reason to get a repair kit on the on lower tier premiums and non-premiums. But but the lower tier tanks that I play all the time, like my Sherman or anything like that, I usually put consumables or repair kits on, but don't really need them on the Excelsior like the TOG or anything like that. It would be much more well suited and more efficient if I put it on a different tank. Well, my commander's at 99%, so might as well take my E-25 out to battle, see if we can get some more XP for my crew. I need to get my commander skill trained up to 100% for it to become active, and the skill that I have right now is Sixth Sense. Man, that is a tongue twister. Sixth Sense, and basically oh my gosh, Sixth Sense is basically it enables the commander of the tank to tell whether you have been spotted or not. And basically how that works is if somebody on the enemy team spots you, whether it be through proximity or whatever, up here, probably a little bit below the timer, kind of, there will be a light bulb, and the light bulb will show up and light up, and that means you've been spotted. And if you have mods installed, there can be other kind of funny looking things up here, like it's a trap or something like that. I wanted to rush out. I don't know why. There's another E-25. I think I know where I'm gonna go. Follow me, E-25. I'm gonna go this way and snipe on the hill. Anyway, as I was saying, Sixth Sense is very valuable in tank destroyers, because if you've been spotted, then that means you know what to relocate. You can pretty much have it in any tank. Oh, I knew that would happen. I knew it. I just knew. I was literally, when I hit this area, I slammed the reverse button, because right after I saw that T-43 get tracked, I was like, I bet you $1 million somebody's gonna shoot at me and spot me. So there would be a good example where Sixth Sense would be a good thing to have. Let's see, I'm gonna fall back. I'll fall back over here. Oh, actually, let's keep going. I don't wanna leave myself in the open for too long. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, Sixth Sense is a valuable thing to have, even if it's not for your tank destroyers. You can really put on anything you want. Really, now we gotta wait for that M6 to... There you go. How do you like that? How do you like that, bud? Oh, yeah, anyway. Sherman 3's dead. I'm gonna stick with this T-483 for now. Actually, hold on. AP7 right there. Need to track him.
Kritischer Treffer. Wir haben sie nicht mal angekratzt. Richtschütze ausgefallen. Wir feuern blind.
Come on. Need to track him.
Wir haben sie.
Ah!
Das war's für uns. Raus hier.
I'm getting too much lag. Now, if I could have tracked this guy, I probably should have stayed where I was, but then I would have been an easier target for his gun. If I would have tracked him, I probably would have been able to get over there and flank him and then do some potential damage to him. But then again, there was a Hellcat over here and there was some other stuff. But yeah, the AT-7, like AT-15 and AT-2, the front of their tanks are pretty much impenetrable except for the little commander's hatch, which is a weak spot for that thing. Like, see, I mean, you saw what I was doing. I would just bounce off him. I was trying to track him, but I kept missing all the time. But the thing about these is you just got to track him and go around him. And they have, if you saw that, I sped by, and his traverse speed was good enough where he could come around and actually hit me before I got a good shot on him. So probably didn't get me the 100% on my thing yet, but we'll just see. All right, this is my 8.8, sorry, Jagdtiger 8.8. This is very similar to the Tier 9 German tank destroyer. It's basically the same thing, except here you've got, it's a Tier 9, and it has the 128mm gun instead of the 88mm gun that you get on the Tiger. And that's basically the only difference between those two. But this is a premium version of the Jagdtiger. Now, I also have crew skills on here too. My Sixth Sense is only at 58, and most of my skills are on 58, between 56 and 58. So we're still waiting for that to come to fruition. But I do have Camo Net, Gun Rammer, and Binox mounted on here because actually when I had XVM installed and mods on my account, which would have been before I got my new computer, my Jagdtiger was the tank that had the highest win rate of all my tanks. It had like a 63% win rate. And partly at first it was because I just didn't take it out for battle. Then I started taking it out, and then that roughly 63% win rate held at there. And 63% win rate is not bad. It's not as bad as it sounds. It was pretty good. It was the best in my tanks, and I actually I'm still doing pretty good in it. I'm not positive what my win rate is because I don't have XVM anymore, but I enjoy playing this tank and stuff, and usually I do pretty well in it, regardless if we're going to lose. And it all kind of depends on what map it is and everything, so I think I'm going to head up here. I would go with the Challenger, but my tank is so slow. This thing isn't super slow, but it is pretty. It's heavy and slow, and the traverse rate is pretty bad. And if you get a damaged engine or damaged driver or damaged engine or an injured driver or something, or your tracks damaged, don't even tell them talking about that. It's bad. But this 80mm gun, the rate of fire is really, really good on it. 4.6 second reload means you can pump out a shot every 4 seconds, obviously, but you'll do quite a lot of damage to your enemy over a short period of time, which is always good. And the other plus about this thing is the superstructure, like the turret and the whole hull basically is like superly armored. It's like impenetrable almost. But side on, you're gonna get penetrated. But frontal, it's just insane. I think I talked about this before in my other video, but it's really good. If you're getting in a position where, in a hull down position where all they can see is your front of your tank and hide your lower glacis plate from the enemies, they're gonna have a really tough time fighting against you unless they're like what, tier 10 or tier 9. And there we go. We gotta. Now the thing is, you gotta aim. Either aim at the lower glacis or aim at the machine gun port. And right now now he's backed off. Now this is kind of this is gonna be like a stalemate because both of us are sitting here. I'm gonna see if I can take out his gun with high. I think I got a critical hit on his gun, but I'm not sure. I want to make sure artillery doesn't hit me. He did get one hit on me. He injured my radio, or radio operator. So I'm getting some okay shots on him. See, there's artillery sitting here. Missed that shot. Fall back, relocate, aim in, and that's a bounce. And we've got artillery sitting right here, so pump it. We'll put a high explosive round near his gun. Yeah, it's not gonna do much. I'm gonna fall back. I need more support up here if we're gonna push because I have no cover to go to really. That was a wasted shot. I need to fall back so artillery doesn't hit me. Now he's low on health. Oh, there we go. Artillery is hitting me now. I'm pretty sure he's somewhere over here, but so if I pull back here, he shouldn't be able to hit me. I hope. I really should put a repair kit on this thing. I should probably use a repair kit. So I'm going to keep moving, try to make sure artillery doesn't hit me. I'm not exactly sure where he'd be situated, but I know he can hit me when I'm up there. So I'm going to try and keep moving here. I'm okay on health, but now that OP's dead now, so I think it's safe to say I can move up. And I'll pull out of the way of this. Oh, there's the darn artillery. Alright, so he's distracted with that. And there's no way I'm going to be able to make it back in time to defend our base, so I think my best bet is to head up to their cap and or cap point and start capturing, try to kill anything that's left over. Yeah, so you got a pretty good example of the armor strength of the Jagdtiger and how to defend yourself against one if you ever encounter one like I did. He did get some shots on me, and most of the damage done was done by artillery, but he still got a little bit of still did a little bit of damage to me. In the end, I did more damage to him because I hit his lower glacis, and I also aimed for his gun with my high explosive rounds. I was intending to take out his gun. I think that's what I did. I do not know how to speak German, so I couldn't distinguish a critical hit between a bounce. I think that was a critical hit. I'm not positive. We'll just take a look at the stats here. Nope, it was his track, not his gun, so... 522 damage, assistance in destroying for spotting, and then I also got shell-proof, nice. So only one tank spotted, and it just happened to be the same tank as I was driving, so... That was a pretty good example of oh, whoops, I have to... Oh, whoops, okay, I always forget to resupply my... Oh, we gotta resupply consumables automatically. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I forgot to check that, that's why. I knew I put something on this, but I just couldn't remember what it was at all. So, yeah. Let's see. I think we'll take my Churchill for another go. I think it needs to redeem itself. And I think this might be a longer video, so I might have to break this up into 2 parts. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to see. Lower matchmaking, this won't be very good. My 6-pounder gun won't be able to do a whole lot. Very strange matchmaking, excuse me. Very strange matchmaking. We got an E25 and an M12 as our top, or at the enemy top tier tanks, and we've got 2 mediums and another artillery as our top tier. Yes. The Aerial 44. And the Panther, very good tank.
Up and at 'em, lads!
Alright. We are on Railway, is it? I didn't get a chance to look at the map, but that's what I think it is. Anyway, or something like that, yeah. Railway, the name Railway seems to ring a bell in my mind, so I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but... Anyway, so... Street fighting in this thing won't be too bad, I suppose. Just have to see how it goes, I suppose. Oh, T-150. Oh, missed the T-150. And we've got a kind of a bottleneck here. I'm going to go around this side and flank from this area, just in case we may come across some enemies. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh!
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Yeah.
That one didn't go through.
Bounced. Again.
Penetration.
There we go.
Enemy armor is damaged. We've lost a track. We're stuck here. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Okay, so my track's repairing. And the DK is still sitting here.
We fixed the track. Get going. We didn't even scratch them.
Oop. Oh, I hit a car in the back. Okay, so T-150. I'm gonna move up. We're getting wrecked pretty bad up here. Uh-oh. Ah, I missed him.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oh, I set him on fire.
Torch them.
Now there's an AT-2 right there. He can't hit me, hopefully, but as soon as he pulls out of this little... No, you don't. Maybe 85 on full health. Oof. And that guy's dead. AT-2's still over there. Let's see if I can... Oh, I missed him somehow. And I missed again. Oh, he's on fire. Oh, shoot. That was a good game. For some reason my gun accuracy is... not accuracy, but maybe there's like lag because I shot and all of a sudden the shot goes like way off to the left or so, I don't know. Mastery badge 3rd class, some damage. Oh, not the engine on the VK, that was good. Nice. Let's take a look at our research here. Ah, the next 6-pounder gun, which I'm not going to buy, and I need 3,000. I think we can work that up if we wanted to. Let's try it. We'll go on another battle with our Churchill. This will be a pretty long video, guys. Sorry about the length, but oh boy. Okay, I was just checking the upload of a different video that I was looking at on my phone, but not great matchmaking once again. I was surprised of how well I did in the last game, just because of the matchmaking. But, and there's the Churchill 3. Excuse me. If you look, it's very similar to the Churchill 1, but if you look, the tracks are covered, whereas on here it's not covered. Our M6 is our top tank.
Let's go!
I'm going to follow the Churchill 3. Now, I do not know what caliber gun the Churchill 3 owns. And actually, the Churchill 3 is a Russian tank. I have a feeling that, historically, the reason for it being a Russian tank is because Britain probably lend-leased the Churchill to the Russians. And they made their own modifications to it, as the as the Americans lend-leased the M4 Sherman to the British, and then they basically made the Sherman Firefly out of that. Oh, hello there. That was close, but no cigar. Nope. Didn't think so. Well, we're on this push up to the hill. We've got a KV-1, a Churchill 3, a T-34-85, and a Stuck 3G on the push. And there is an enemy Type 58 up here, which hopefully we can engage with no problem. T-34-85 just took a big hit, probably from the Panzer IV. It's a good guess. KV-1 and I are going to press this ridge line and just kind of check, see if we can spot any targets over the ridge line, like that KV-1S, for example. Now, the Type 58 is behind that bunker. At this point, I'd rather go for the Type 58 than the... Aha! Hello.
We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Ricochet.
Uh-oh.
Crack hit.
Bad idea, bad idea.
That one bounced.
Yep.
Everybody out.
We're done. Enemy Churchill 1 got us. Tog took a lot of our health off, though. And you can see I was actually bouncing him. He had some hits on the Tog, but not bad. Alright. Well, debating whether to finish now or do another battle. I think for good measure we'll take out our SU-100Y and then we'll end it there. So, SU-100Y. Not bad. Mid to high matchmaking. We have the mighty KV-2 on our team. The superiority of Russian engineering. That was my terrible Russian accent, but KV-2. I have this tank, or yeah, I have the KV-2 on War Thunder. It's just as hilarious to drive on War Thunder as to drive on all the tanks. If you derp around with that thing and the 152mm gun and high explosive shells, you're gonna have lots of fun with that thing. But the reload, holy man, that's a long reload. Because it's such a big gun, honestly, so... I think we'll take a left. Or maybe... yeah, we'll take a left. I don't want to get caught up in that heavy tank mumbo jumbo up there. What? Okay. That KV-1 just told me to follow him, so... I don't know what he's up to. We're going the same direction, so I don't really need to follow you, but... whatever. KV-1's a pretty good tank. I enjoyed on War Thunder. Pretty durable. I enjoy it. I did not ever go down the Russian line, the World of Tanks, unfortunately. I suppose I could right now, but I already have enough tanks planned out to get next, so... I did, however, go down the Russian line on the World of Tanks Blitz. For those of you who follow World of Tanks Blitz. And right now I'm at the tank just before the T-34. I believe it's the... Oof, that was close. And he's dead. Oh dear, and we're taking shots from the side. Just probably should not have stopped there to take the shot at the M5 Stuart. This thing has very, very bad armor. Oh, now the Hellcat with this move. Oh dear, and we have artillery as well. I'm gonna make Cromwell up here, seeming to... oh, he's not up there yet. And more artillery as we move along. Cromwell's over here in some direction. I just saw him. Oh, there he is right there. Actually, that's a Matilda. Holy moly! That's my first turret explosion. Oh, ammo rack from Matilda. That's just glorious. Oh. I did not mean to say stop, but actually that could be relevant in this situation. Now there's a Chinu up on the hill. I'm not worried about him, but it's kind of a second priority right now. So the Matilda's done. T-150 down by the village. I wonder if I can hit him. Probably not. Nope. Just as I thought. Aha! There's the Cromwell. And he's not even paying attention. And here would be a good point to shoot the VK for a okay damage roll, reposition, and wait for the reload, 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 and fire! And we get the kill. Now, we could push on to Cap, but we could also go down here. And I think we're gonna push on to Cap because I think we're okay right now. Our other section of our team is also pushing Cap, so it's probably a wise idea right about now. Vicar Max is dead. We're winning 11-6. And there's that Chinu right there, right on time. So I want to make sure he doesn't flank us. I don't think he would, but you never know. And there's the BDR. And I don't have the gun depression. Nice! And the Chinu just killed somebody. So I suppose we shouldn't have underestimated him. I'll get him. Oh, maybe not. Yes! Didn't think I would be able to pull that off, but nice. This is probably the best I've ever done in this thing, honestly. I'm glad I stayed to record this. The might of the Russian 130mm gun. Another example of my terrible Russian accent. So, I guess we're gonna... Well, there's the arty. And he's bouncing the arty, that's just typical. And I was hoping to get that derp kill, but no. Alright, time to sit in cap and wait for the heavy to appear. Ah, he's way at our cap, so maybe we should cap. Yes. Yeah, this gun's pretty great. I enjoy it. Even with the slower reload, it's not bad. You've seen the might of the Russian 130mm gun on the SU-100Y. So, will it be cap or kill? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. What shall it be? I place my bet on cap. I believe that's what we're going to do. And one last derp for the end of the game. Great game in the SU-100Y. Let's check it out. 4 kills? 4 kills! Nice! 4 kills, and all of them were critical hits. That's great. Injured his gunner on the VK 3D3601. Injured the commander on the BDR-GB1. Destroyed the track on the Chinu. And I ammo-racked and I tracked the Matilda. And all of which were kills. I've got Bruiser, Fire for Effect, Fighter, and Demolition Expert. And Mastery Badge 2nd class. Nice. So, great game in my SU-100Y and a perfect place to end the video. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of World of Tanks with dubstepsheep. Hopefully the tester will be up in a couple days, so I'll keep checking, and I'll notify you guys when it's back up and running. So, hope to see you in the next video, and thanks for watching, and good hunting.